My name is Dr. Hillel Mazansky, specializing in medical hypnotherapy, guided visualization, nutrition, and exercise. Our other mantra is the mind causes all one's physical and psychological illnesses. If the mind does in fact cause it, the mind helps heal or treat it using medical hypnosis, guided imagery, nutrition, and exercise. Today's tip is an extremely interesting patient that I had. Her name was KS. Actually, it was CS. And she was originally seen toward the end of last year complaining of ulcerative colitis. Ulcerative colitis is a condition where one gets ulcers in the large bowel, and this is or the colon, and this is associated with diarrhea, blood in the stools, and severe abdominal cramps, weight loss, nausea. And the problem with ulcerative colitis is that it predisposes always to colon cancer. It comes more or less more in females than in males, and stress has always a part to play in ulcerative colitis, as you will hear later on. The patient related to us that she had a total colectomy done when she was 19. When she saw us, she was now 37, or 32, excuse me. She was 32 when she was seen. And she had her entire large intestine or colon removed. Because if the symptoms become so severe, there's always, as I said, a chance that either those ulcers can rupture or, in fact, that they can develop cancer. So she had a total colectomy. Her entire colon was removed, and her small bowel, nearby the appendix, was sewn to her anus, so she did not have to wear a bag. For a while, she did pretty well. However, she had a flare-up and saw her surgeon again, and he suggested that they remove part of the small bowel and bring out what is called a colostomy. That means the bowel is brought to the surface of the skin, usually on the right side, and all her stool and feces, which become loose, are in a bag. Her profession was that of a dancer. She was an accomplished, award-winning salsa dancer and did some ballet as well. You can imagine, once she heard the bad news, that would mean she would be barred from dancing again, especially competitively, in her life. She was referred to us by her gastroenterologist. That is a specialist who specializes in the stomach, small bowel, large bowel, etc., entire abdominal contents, but does not do surgery. For that was a wise move, for her gastroenterologist had heard of us and referred the patient to us. When she was seen, she was an attractive female in no acute distress, and the interesting thing is when she came in dressed to our office as if she was going to go to a ball. But that aside, that's the way she dressed, and that's fine. She related to us that she had some stress with her parents, but really nothing much further. I know for a fact that just stress with parents, who doesn't have stress with their parents today, if it's either one or both? But that could not be the cause. She related that she came to me because she was referred by her gastroenterologist specialist, and she wanted to know if at all I could help her. I said I can only try, but as usual I cannot guarantee anything, but we'll try our best. In this case, because of the severity of the situation, I didn't only see her once, but saw her 3 times in total. After taking a thorough history of her medication, etc., her health, she was placed under very deep hypnosis. And this is where the amazing thing happened, as always does. Under deep hypnosis, she related to me that she was sexually molested as a child, and she went into some detail. It's not necessary for me to repeat that here. Suffice it to say that she was sexually molested by a friend of the family, which often happens aside from the family members, and this led an indelible mark on her. We were the very first person that she confided this knowledge, for the simple reason, when people are sexually molested, they do not like to tell other people because they feel so ashamed. I then went ahead and guided her under this deep hypnosis to heal all her insides, heal her fistulas that she was having. She had draining feces coming out one of these fistulas. It's like a narrow tube that drains out and soils her pants. So I showed her and guided her to heal any ulcers, to heal her fistula, and the session was recorded, so she would listen to it twice a day. I also gave her a very nutritious diet program, which had a lot of antioxidants, fiber, and polyphenols, etc. She adhered to everything we said. She did her listening to our voice. That was before we had our videos for sale. She recorded it on her cell phone. She listened to our voice twice a day. I asked to see her in a week, 2 weeks, and a month. And every single time she came in, she was better. She could not thank me enough because we were able to prevent her from having surgery. In fact, she said to me, I'm going to send you an invitation when I dance next. And she did send it, and she won the award that evening. I was very proud of her because she accomplished so much in a matter of 2 to 3 months. For whatever reason, she has lost to follow-up. I tried to call her once or twice, but had no response. Well, that happens occasionally, and I'm not upset. Inasmuch, if she did have a flare-up, I know she would come to us and we'd help her. So here again we see, friends, that everything comes from the mind. The mind causes all our physical and psychological illnesses or ailments. If the mind causes it, the mind helps heal it using medical hypnosis, guided imagery, nutrition, and exercise. My name is Dr. Hillel Mazansky, and I thank you for listening to this health tip.